Welcome back to the channel, and amityville horror is what we will be reviewing today. So amityville horror 2005 is the remake of the classic one. This one stars Ryan Reynolds in the role, and I shall say right now, Ryan Reynolds, love his performance. He doesn't really get enough credit for his role in this. He does a phenomenal job. He's very believable in the role. I think all the actors and actresses, the casting was perfect. It's believable. The house looks like the real house, which that's important in the Amityville film, is to get the house right. Well, the house looks just like the real house. I've never been to the real house, but I know what it looks like, etc. So Amityville 2005, the remake, you're following, you know, the um the Lutzes, and you know what happens from there. Amityville 2005, this remake is a classic remake in my opinion, and it's a remake people need to give another shot, another watch. This is an awesome horror movie, very, very well made. The cinematography, the way it's directed, the score, everything's really solid about this film. And what I will say is, I prefer this remake over the original Amityville. To me, the original Amityville, the remake, because the remake is more exciting and it has its slow moments, which works, and it has its fast moments, which works. It really works, and you have intense moments in the Amityville 2005 remake. That's what we are reviewing. This remake is more sadistic and more realistic and more grittier and more dark than the original. The original really didn't have anything going for it except for the pig. That's it. The remake is way more entertaining, way better than the original. That's my opinion. I may make people angry, but Amityville, this remake, this 2005 remake of the classic, this remake, it's a classic and it's way better than the original. I prefer this one. And that's just my opinion. I think the remake is more scarier and the scares are more effective, and it lives up to the original. That's probably the best way to put it. It lives up to the original. Like, you follow the Lutz family. All these events started happening. If you know the case, you've seen the original and you've seen this remake, you know what happens. It's a classic paranormal case, and they did stuff in this Amityville 2005 Rhino Reynolds remake. They did stuff in this remake that surprised me. They actually went places I didn't expect. I did not expect them to go places that they did. Like the opening where like he's killing them, and like you see some pictures of the real murders intertwined with the acting. You know what I mean? Oh, that was pretty like, oh, you know what I mean? Like they actually went places. I think a this type of film, it's based on a real case. It's based on real life events. So you do need to push that envelope a little bit. That's my opinion. If a film is based on real events, true events, etc., you need to push that envelope a little bit. And Amityville horror does that. The scares are effective. It's just not, oh, you know what I mean? Like in your face, the scares are built up. They're effective. Amityville 2005, this film needs more love, needs more appreciation, and more people just need to check this film out, because I think it's a very well made horror film, a very well made remake. It's probably my top four, yeah, remakes of all time. Like, it is, because this is perfect. Like, it tops the original. It's better than the original. There's three remakes, in my opinion, that are better than the original. Texas Chainsaw Massacre 2003, Amityville 2005, and Friday the 13th 2009. Those three remakes are better than the original, and that's my opinion. Amityville 2005, the scares are more effective, the story's better, it's more beautiful to look at, like cinematography wise. You believe in this family, you believe in this cast, and I love that. I love when a writer does that. You know what I mean? Like the writer makes you believe in these characters, like you actually like living in the movie, if that makes any sense. I like when a writer does that. And I thought that was pretty cool when they did like the day 1, the day 35, etc. I thought that was pretty cool and a pretty nice touch. And I like that they didn't overdo it. You know what I mean? I love that they didn't overdo it. You know what I mean? Like you know, it was mainly left up to the viewers if that was day 2, if that was day 3. They only showed about 2 or 3 days, I believe. They didn't go, oh, day 1, day 2, day 3. If they did that, it would have gotten repetitive. So I like that they just did day 1. Then they skipped a couple numbers and went to day, etc. So I thought that was a cool touch. And it adds something unique and special and different to this amityville remake. So my final thoughts on amityville 2005 remake. This is an awesome horror movie. A awesome horror movie. That this remake, it's a classic to me. It deserves the classic spot with the original. Why do I love the remake better? Better scares, more effective, more believable, more realistic, more grittier, more darker. They really push the envelope on this. And if they remake the Amityville again in the next 3 to 10 years, which they probably will, nothing can top the 2005 remake, especially Ryan Reynolds' performance in that. Like, wow. I think, like again, his performance was unbelievable. You know, like, you believed his performance. And Amityville 2005, loved this to death. One of my favorite remakes. Let me know, have you seen the Amityville 2005? What do you think of Amityville 2005? I have nothing but positives. What is my rating? I give it a solid 10 out of 10. I give it a 10 out of 10 for being better than the original, for topping the original, and doing something more effective than the original. So that is my rating and my thoughts on it. That is my review. I mean, that's my review and my discussion on Amityville 2005. I think it's better than the original. I give it a solid 10 out of 10. So what do I want to know from you guys is, have you seen Amityville 2005? And what do you think of it? What is your favorite part of this film? It's hard for me to say what my favorite part of this film is. Oh, that's hard to say. That's really hard to say what's my favorite part of this film. But I feel like this film is such a build-up. It's such a build-up. It never lets go. So if you did enjoy, why not go ahead and hit that like button. If you are new, go ahead and subscribe. I will highly appreciate it, and it helps out the channel when you do subscribe. So let me know what you think of Amityville Horror 2005, and we'll catch you on in the next video.